Hello, and welcome to the Merced County Looking Forward 2023, a virtual walkthrough of some of what's been accomplished by the county over the past year and a preview of what's to come. I'm Board of Supervisors Chairman Scott Silvera, and in this video, my colleagues and I will provide brief updates on several key areas, including public safety, transportation, infrastructure, parks, economic development, and more. So please sit back and enjoy the Merced County Looking Forward 2023.
Merced County continued to take major steps forward to improve its park system, libraries, and community facilities. In May of 2022, Merced County and its community partners officially opened the renovated Houlihan Park in Planada. The upgraded park now features a splash pad, outdoor performing arts stage, picnic shelters, exercise equipment, a lighted basketball court, and much more. The project was funded by a $2.4 million grant from the California Department of Parks and Recreation and has been a big hit with families in and around the Planada area. Planning is also in the works for a renovated park in Winton, where Merced County secured a $3.7 million grant for the upgrades. Furthermore, Merced County purchased land in both Centinela and in the Franklin Beechwood area to construct new parks. Staff is currently exploring funding options and working with residents to determine what they'd like to see in a new park. Most recently, staff learned that it was successful in its partnership with Senator Ana Caballero's office to secure a $3 million funding allocation in the state budget to build a new Dos Palace branch of the Merced County Library in Banyan Park. The upgraded library will be located next to the Del Hale Hall Community Center, which will also be renovated. The budget language allows for the funding to be used for both the library and the community center projects. This funding is complemented by another $2.7 million grant Merced County secured through the California State Library's highly competitive Building Forward Library Improvement Grant Program. And that's not all. Merced County is using federally provided funding to rehab several community buildings, veterans halls, and other facilities in need of refurbishment. Another exciting project in the works is the restoration of the Merced County Courthouse Museum. For that, I'll turn it over to my friend, District 2 Supervisor Josh Pedrozo.
Thank you, Supervisor Pereira. This past year, we learned that Merced County is receiving a $2 million federal appropriation to refurbish the exterior of its historic courthouse museum. The funding is the result of a joint effort by Merced County and Congressman Jim Costa. The $2 million will be coupled with $1 million set aside by the Board of Supervisors during a prior budget cycle and $50,000 from the Merced County Historical Society. The exterior shell of the courthouse museum has slowly deteriorated over the years and is in need of these improvements to maintain its structural integrity so it can be enjoyed by future generations for many years to come. The Courthouse Museum is one of the oldest buildings in California and is an icon of the county. Built in 1875, the building served as a courthouse for 100 years until 1975. During that time frame, it also housed offices for several county departments. The Courthouse Museum was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1975.
The Merced County Spring Fair came roaring back in 2022, following a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 restrictions. Approximately 40,000 people turned out to go on rides, watch tractor pulls and demolition derbies, eat deep fried treats, watch live music, experience livestock exhibits, and everything else that goes along with the locally renowned fair. This was the most heavily attended spring fair ever, and plans are already underway for this year's event. So keep your eyes peeled as May approaches. You won't want to miss out on this unique experience.
The Spring Fair wasn't the only county event that returned to normal following COVID-19 restrictions. This past year, we saw fantastic turnout at the 2022 Merced County Veterans Day Parade in downtown Merced. The annual event drew approximately 3,000 people to celebrate and honor our veterans. From the opening ceremony at Bob Hart Square to the traditional parade down Main Street, the event was a welcome sight for those in attendance. Other in-person events drew large crowds and excitement from the community, including the annual Merced County Child Support Services Kids Connect program, which includes entertainment activities and raffle prizes for kids, as well as WorkNet's Jobs That Move hiring event at Castle Commerce Center, where residents and job seekers connected with employers, discover scholarship opportunities, while enjoying a raffle entertainment and free food. Look for these events and others to continue this year. You can check the Merced County website for more information or follow Merced County and its departments on social media.
Castle Commerce Center is often described as the hidden jewel of Merced County. However, with the amount of activity we now are seeing at the site, it's hard to describe as hidden anymore. Rapid growth has taken place in recent years, and this progress will continue through 2023. We already have major companies operating at the site such as Waymo, Google's driverless car company, Mackey & Sons, which builds cranes and other hoist systems, UC Merced offices, Astra, which tests rocket engine technology, Blaker Brewing, the Tarmac, and many, many more. One of the most exciting breakthroughs this past year that will continue into 2023 is Patriot Rail, which officially began its operations at Castle in May. Located near the southeastern corner of Castle, the rail district will enhance the ability of agricultural producers, manufacturers, and other enterprises throughout the San Joaquin Valley to quickly and efficiently ship and receive products via the BNSF Railroad main line, which runs adjacent to the site. A rail spur from the BNSF line currently connects to Castle, and Patriot is in the process of developing additional infrastructure to enhance service. Also on the site at Castle is TRC California, a company that facilitates advanced vehicle technology testing. This site continues to draw increasing interest from the major car companies, both domestic and international. Soon, TRC plans to expand its footprint at Castle to accommodate the high demand. In order to make room for this activity, Merced County took a major step forward last year by demolishing uninhabitable and unusable buildings at the former Air Force Base. This has opened the site up for cutting-edge companies to continue their growth, which means more jobs, revenue, and opportunity for our community.
One area that will continue to be a priority for Merced County and the rest of the state is homelessness. While significant strides have been made in the area of low-barrier emergency sheltering, connection to supportive services, and addressing legal barriers, there is work to be done. The 2022 homeless count and survey report reflected an increase of homelessness of about 2%, bringing our most current estimate to 855 individuals. However, the data showed that the county's unsheltered population actually decreased by about 19%. This shift in the homeless population is reflective of the regional efforts to get people sheltered, connected with services, and permanently housed. Some of those efforts were evident with Merced County's participation in the governor's 100-day challenge to fight homelessness. Merced County and its partners took part in 2 challenges, one in Los Banos with the goal of finding housing for 20 homeless individuals and another to find housing for 100 homeless youths and their families. At the end of the first challenge, Merced County and its partners went above and beyond by finding housing for 20 individuals while putting 65 on a pathway to permanent housing. The county again exceeded expectations following the second challenge by finding housing for 116 youths. We know this issue is of utmost importance to the community, and it is for us as well. This will continue to be a focus area into 2023 and beyond.
At the beginning of the year, the West Coast was hit with a series of 9 atmospheric rivers, bringing significant rainfall and flooding to many regions, including Merced County. Our Merced County Emergency Operations Center was activated in advance of the storms, and efforts were made to get our community as prepared as possible. Sandbags were placed in locations throughout the county, storm drains were cleared out, and the flood control infrastructure was monitored, repaired, and fortified as needed. Despite the robust preparedness efforts, several unincorporated areas were hit hard by the flood waters. Planada, McSwain, and other areas outside of the city of Merced experienced major flooding impacts. Emergency personnel were quick to act. Evacuation warnings and orders were issued across multiple channels. Those stranded in the flooded areas were rescued by the Sheriff's Office, which used high water vehicles, vessels, and other equipment to move residents to safety. Care and Shelter also jumped into action, standing up 3 shelter locations across the county. The most visible was at the Merced County Fairgrounds. There, residents impacted by flooding who didn't have anywhere else to go received food, sleeping accommodations, and personal items. They were also connected with local, state, and federal resources. Disaster declarations were declared at the state, federal levels, with Merced County proclaiming a local emergency. Moving forward, Merced County has its Disaster Recovery Operations Center activated to help people to get back into their homes and back to their normal way of life. We want everyone to know that we are here for the community. We have a lot of dedicated personnel working nights and weekends to help everyone recover from these events, and will continue doing so as long as the impacts from this disaster are being felt. You can help us by preparing yourselves for future emergencies. Sign up for the Merced County Emergency Alerts at www.countyofmerced.com/alert so that we can more easily notify you in the event of an emergency. Also, we encourage everyone to have a plan. Keep an emergency preparedness kit in your car and home, and always be prepared to put together a quick go bag if there is an event. A go bag should contain important items such as wallets, purses, keys, insurance documents, toiletries, medications, changes of clothes, etc. Know what your plan of action is in the event of an emergency. For more information, please follow Merced County on social media. You can also visit countyofmerced.com/2023floods.
Progress continues to be made to Merced County's transportation infrastructure. Last year, a significant milestone was reached as we cut the ribbon and officially opened Segment 3 of the Campus Parkway project, connecting Highway 99 with Yosemite Avenue. This will save time for motorists, reduce congestion in the city of Merced, and help improve local air quality. Next steps are underway to extend Campus Parkway from the roundabout at Yosemite Avenue to Bellevue Road. Also in 2023, staff will continue to explore future funding options and complete preliminary work on the Atwater-Merced Expressway project, with a goal of extending it from its current interchange along Highway 99 to Castle Commerce Center and beyond, helping grow economic development opportunities at the site. Campus Parkway and the Atwater-Merced Expressway are part of a larger effort to improve regional traffic flow. These projects represent 2 legs of the Merced Loop system, which will eventually circle the city of Merced and connect surrounding communities.
Public safety remains a top priority of the Board of Supervisors, and there are some major projects in the works to help support the men and women tasked with keeping us safe. One of these projects is the refurbishment of the Johnny Lataraka Correctional Center on Sandy Mush Road to address security and infrastructure concerns while improving the capacity to house programs and reduce recidivism. A large portion of this project is funded through state dollars. The plan includes mental health treatment facilities and assessment programs in an effort to better address inmate needs and help reduce the number of reoffenses upon release. Efforts are also underway to rebuild the county's main jail. In June of 2022, the Board of Supervisors approved the financing of the rebuild of the downtown main jail. The outdated facility be reconstructed on the JLCC property. The new maximum security jail will include 256 beds, dorms, programming rooms, and recreational spaces. For those deputies in the field, Merced County is moving forward with a plan to upgrade its public safety radio system to eliminate dead zones, drops in coverage, and improve communications between the east and west sides of the county. The current system was established in the 1980s and relies on a single tower in the foothills to provide coverage. The new system will utilize 11 sites to create a more reliable communications network. County funding has already been allocated towards the project, which is also bolstered by a $5 million state funding allocation.
In closing, we'd like to thank you, our constituents, for allowing us to serve the community. we're committed to our roles of moving Merced County in a positive direction by providing economic opportunity, maintaining our agricultural heritage, and creating a safe, welcome environment for our residents to enjoy. Thank you for joining us today.